Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Smitha. As we all know, Sonam Kapoor and Anand Ahuja got married in India yesterday. Congratulations to the lovely couple. And I received so many requests from you guys to recreate her Sangeet night look, her Mehndi look, her wedding look, her reception look. I don't know which ones I'm going to recreate, but here's the Sangeet look. Sonam looked absolutely eternal in a beautiful off-white lehenga with light smoked out eyes, natural pink lips, and beautifully braided hair with jasmine flowers. So I thought it was only fair to show you makeup and hairstyle in this tutorial. I hope you enjoy this video, and if you're new to my channel, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. And without further ado, let's get this started. I'm going to be starting with my eyebrows, and if you compare mine to hers are thinner and longer. So magically somehow with the help of makeup, I'll have to make mine look like hers. Taking this ebony color from the Coastal Scents brow palette with the help of this angled brush from Doe Color, I'm going to first start filling in the sparse areas in my brows. And while I do that, I will also elongate it in the outer side of my brows. I'm combing my brows with the spoolie ones just so the color that I've used on my brows will evenly spread out. The top part of her brows look very natural, but the lower part looks very clean. So using some concealer, I'm going to clean up the lower part of my brows. And I'm going to pull the concealer down to my lids just to even out the skin tone before I apply any eyeshadows over it. So it's going to act as a base to my lids as well. I'm going to even out everything with my finger, and then I'm going to set this base with the Artistry loose powder before the concealer starts creasing. Her eye makeup was a stunning, simple, smoky eye, and I'm going to keep it as easy as possible for you guys using just 2 eyeshadows. From my Sigma Nightlife palette, I'm taking this dark brown color as my transition color with my Wet n Wild blending brush. I'm going to take it very light-handedly, and I'm going to be using this first in my outer crease, and whatever residue is left on the brush, I'm going to bring it throughout the crease to create a depth, and also on my lids to create some warmth. Next, I'm going to take some black eyeshadow on a smaller, more tapered blending brush, and I'm going to start defining my outer corner with it. For that soft, smoky effect, I'm going to take my Wet n Wild blending brush one more time, and I'm going to blend this black out with the transition color in the crease. And then taking this more dispersed blending brush from Wet n Wild, I'm going to soften everything up on the lids. I'm going to finish up my face before I work on my lower lash line. To prime my face, I'm using the Instant Age Rewind Primer from Maybelline. It's a clear primer and it has silica in it, so it'll blur all the pores and it'll give me a smooth finish before I apply anything else over it. To color correct and even out my skin tone, I'm using this orange corrector from the Conceal palette. This is from Coastal Scents. I'm going to be first applying it with a brush in areas where I have dark circles, dark spots, sunburns. I have a new sunburn on my cheek, and then I will spread it out with my fingers before I set it with some loose powder. When you set it with some loose powder, it's not going to mix with the foundation that's coming up next. For a flawless full coverage, I'm using the Artistry Youth Extend Foundation in the color Brulee. I'm going to be spreading this out on my face using a damp beauty sponge. To everyone who wanted to know my MAC foundation shade, it's going to be an NC40. To highlight the high planes of my face, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Nude. Although there isn't a contour going on her face, I'm going to contour my face just to give a nice light chisel look. And for that, I'm going to be using a cream contour. This is Call Me Maple from Wet n Wild. Whenever you need a very light contour, just enough to structure your face, use a cream contour and then set it with a pressed powder. That way the contour is underneath the powder and not over it, and that way it looks very mellow. She definitely had visibly strong highlight, so I'm going to be using the color Banana from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Contour Kit to set underneath my eyes before the concealer starts creasing. Because this has a yellow undertone, it makes your skin look brighter. To set the rest of my face and lock everything in, I'm using the Smashbox Press Powder in number 5. She didn't have a bronzer on, so I'm going to skip that step as well, but she did have a pretty pink blush, and for that I'm using Romantic Rose from Sephora. And for that beautiful glow, I'm using the Mineral Glow Pearls from Physicians Formula, which I will be using on the highest planes of my face using this fan brush first, and then I will slowly dab it in with my fingers. To tightline my waterline, I'm using the Jordana black eye pencil. You can use any black eye pencil, you can use a kajal, or you can also use a gel eyeliner. Taking some black eyeshadow with a pencil brush, I'm going to smoke out just the outer half of my lower lash line, just like what she has. With this NYX Matte Liquid Liner in black, I'm going to line my top lash line and pull out a small wing in the outer corner. Before I use false lashes, I'm going to prep my natural lashes by curling it and applying mascara. The mascara that I'm using today is the Voluminous Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. And for lashes, I'm going to be using Harjot lashes in the style Angel. I'm going to be applying this off camera. If you want to know how I apply my lashes in the most unconventional, easiest way, I'm going to link it right on top. I'm going to finish up my eye makeup by applying a coat of mascara to my lower lash line. On her lips, Sonam had the lightest, prettiest pink, just enough to enhance her natural lip color. And for that, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Lip Pencil in All About Pink. First, I'm going to draw out the borders and I'm going to fill in my lips with the same pencil. And finally, to lock in my face makeup so it doesn't move around, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Setting Spray. Now that we are all set with the makeup, let's move on to the hairstyling. For her hair, she had a center partition with loosely braided hair on either sides in front, and at the back she had a very thick braid completely decorated with beautiful jasmine flowers. First, I'm going to center part my hair, and then I'm going to section out my hair into 3 different parts, 2 in the front and 1 for the large braid in the back. I'm going to first start working on the left section of my hair. With the front parts, I'm going to start French braiding. So I'm going to make it into 3 smaller parts, start braiding my hair, and as I come to the sides, I'm going to attach more hair from the sides to the center braid, so that becomes a French braid. Now I'm going to start loosening this braid before I set it aside and start working on my right side. I'm going to do the same on this side as well. I'm going to French braid my hair, loosen up everything and set it aside. For the thick braid in the back, she definitely had some extensions going on. You get so many different types of beautiful extensions in India and Pakistan, especially for brides. Now, to keep it really simple and accessible to everybody, I'm showing you the same thing with my hair. It's not going to be as thick as hers because I don't have extensions on, but it still works. After completely braiding, I'm going to tie an elastic at the end, which will be hidden by the flowers. And then I'm going to take the front sections and pin it in the back. Here in the US, I don't get gajra made from fresh flowers, so I'm going to be using these made from paper. First, I'm going to attach the center part of the gajra to my hair using a bobby pin. And then I'm going to wrap the braid in a zigzag manner using the gajra. You can use as many bobby pins as you want, and as you come to the very end, make sure you either use a transparent rubber band or a very decorative one to secure it. And here's the final look. All this jewelry was made by me. For other previous tutorials, I tweaked the same to use it for this one. And if you're a returning subscriber, I'm sure you recognize the sari. I'd made it for the Sonakshi Sinha inspired tutorial and I used the same. Thank God I made it for that tutorial. This is the only white sari that I have and it worked out just fine. I had such a great time putting this tutorial together for you guys. Please let me know your thoughts on this by commenting below and don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this tutorial. I just wanted to take a moment to thank everyone who's sharing my work. You guys, you are so sweet and you know how much that means to me. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Don't forget to follow me on social media. I've included all the links in the description box below. And if you plan to recreate this look or any of my looks, please tag me there so I can share your work in my stories. I love you guys so much and I will see you again soon with a brand new video. Bye guys.